today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the visiting team.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between our visitors and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL...
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and...
Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Burrow's pass.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And a London first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll find Metcalf.
Burrow.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 66 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, it's Burrow. Campbell making the catch. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Travarius Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance at the man under center at 6'5". He always demands attention.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that would be incomplete.
Incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Gun, it's Burrow. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20.
On 2nd down, Gaines. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Number 14.
DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Cam Akers. Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And some strong running. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Gaines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
At the 36-yard
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Burrow throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He finds Beckham complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Bengals 7, Rams nothing.
They'll run on first down. Gaines. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking for the end zone. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
10, Rams nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 40.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Now Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Bengals 13, Rams nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll find Metcalf. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 2nd and 6 from the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 28-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game.
16. Rams nothing.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week. So he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here comes the Rams punter now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Burrow. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Eighth catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And Burrow going to throw again. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Bengals score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
.42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to Miami a week ago, and they've got the lead right now as they come up with a 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Gains. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
3 on the play. And a Bengal first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Taken down right now.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line.
A gain of 20.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On first down, Gaines muscling free near the 40. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
37-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Burrow's pass.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First down, London.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
And the lead is now an even 30. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. Akers hit. He coughs it up.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Conley. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Gain of 12.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Burrow over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Gaines. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
On first down, Nesbitt. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll keep it on the ground. Gaines. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 yards.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes the Rams punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always the key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have 2 guys in his vicinity. Usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gaines. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now he'll escape to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
The keeper.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times,
They don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
1 yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Joe Burrow's
able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Right, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. That catch good for only a couple. Now they got to get to the line quickly. We'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
McGuire's pass.
Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. We'll dump this off to Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Dan hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the keeper. Fumble on the play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us.